turd cousins. I got the real grief Keith right here, I tell you what. Secret alien sex OG haze banana fuck face kush. It'll spangle you right in the bedazzler and totally kick you in the brain balls with its tough but sensitive weed karate.
Whoa, what the fuck? I totally heard of that, and I, definitely want to get kicked in the balls or whatever you said. That's awesome.
Whoa, hang on there. How do we know you're not just trying to sell us some oregano tied to some catnip, or 3 pocket lint in a leaf coat pretending to be a bumblebee? We want to see what we're working with here. Show me the nuggie.
Very well. Peep this beef.
Holy cock! Wow!
Holy cock, wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, little darling angels. I'll even let you try it first. Mash this in your spoon and choof it.
Oh my god. Mr. Sminkler, I don't feel so good.
I think I'm high, maybe?
None can withstand the power of Ronnie Zong's Weed Zero. Those dumbasses just long bunked a quantum anomaly banishing them from the Weed 2 world that they themselves have created. Enjoy your imprisonment in bullshit dirt world, you little caca-doodoo pee-pee heads.
Hey, Phil. Hey. Man, what in the hell?
Coming to you live from the most smonked and doinked corner of the internet, it's Late Night with Chill Neil. Tonight, Wednesday, April 28th, we're doing a very special episode featuring the one and only meme page Weed 2, as well as beat producer, MC, and cartoon aficionado Flipp Wiggins, with special musical guest Chill Neil. Now here's your host, Chill Neil.
Wait on, let me switch pins here. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Late Night with Chill Neil. Very excited to have y'all. It's a crazy evening already. I don't even know what's going on. I was getting ready to do the show, and I went down to the basement, and it was very strange. My pets were there, but some other creatures showed up. I don't know who they are. I started to talk to them. Let's get back to that in a minute. I want to check in with the chat. What's going on with the chat? Let's see who's over here right here. I see Jack Jones. What's up? Joshua McClone. JB303. True Neutral. Poden Gone. Yelling in the back. Daniel Holmes. What's up? Just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate you. I see John is sharing the stream. That's always appreciated. And honestly, I hate doing all the things that we have to do at the top of the show, but we do have to do these things. First up, if you don't already know this, you got to go on to YouTube, get off of Facebook, go to YouTube instead, and like and subscribe. And if you really like the show, go up there onto my Patreon if you would like to become a sustaining member of the show, just like public radio, and you can have your name listed in the credits. Watch the whole show tonight. We got a lot of content. I'm telling you, don't turn off the show until you get to the very last moment. There's a lot of stuff going on tonight. That's all I'm going to say. And if you just want to give a one-time donation, the Ko-fi, I've already forgotten how to say it. But more importantly, we have created a gift shop for you. LateNightWithChillNeil.com. You can go pick up lots of cool things, shirts and mugs and all that. And, you know, not only are they cool things to own, but they help you to support the show that you love. If you like watching this show, then picking up those items is very helpful to me to justify why I spend many hours of the week making this show. So, before we get too deep into this, let's check in with the chat, see who else is here. I see my homie Matt Moyer. I said it right this time. Sam, what's up? Uncle Sid, what's up? Slugworth, what's up? Redford Acre Stowe's in the chat. What's up? Imperial 6194. Shouting out to Weed 2. I love it. This is great. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. It's going to be a very interesting show because, like I said just a minute ago, before we got into the chat and all the plugging and all that, I was coming down to the basement. I was getting ready to start the show, and I saw, my cat Kiwi. Thank goodness she's home now, if anybody was wondering. And I saw my dog Chance, and I was looking for Phil. And suddenly, out of nowhere, these creatures, I got to know them a little bit better, so I should stop calling them creatures. I got to know these folks from the world of Weed 2. There's a whole nother world of Weed 2 that Smoinkler and Roger Dabbit have created, amongst many other people, creatures, characters from that world. So I think, this is a rare opportunity. We had some other guests that we had to bump for this week's show to go on this way, but we're gonna go ahead and welcome. I think we need to just go ahead and have Smoinkler and Roger come out and just do a little, late night with some folks from Weed 2. So let's go ahead and welcome our next guest, Smoinkler and Roger Dabbit. If y'all are ready, let's just go ahead and change the setup here real quick. Oh, wow. This is amazing, y'all. I just want to go ahead and welcome my new friends, Smoinkler and Roger Dabbit, to the show. How are y'all doing tonight?
I've got the worst fucking headache right now. I swear to God, it feels like my eyeballs are made out of assholes.
Wow. That is crazy. Are you guys having a rough time here on the planet Earth? I mean, are you suffering from the lack of Weed 2 that we have here on Earth?
There's not that much comforting without Weed 2.
Let me just say what I think we're both feeling here is Earth fucking sucks. We absolutely hate it. Can't find any Weed 2 anywhere. The closest thing we found is damn, I don't even remember.
I'm guessing maybe you found like regular Weed 1. I'm guessing maybe Weed 1.5.
What?
It was the worst experience. I've never felt something so.
You go. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just trying to confuse you. Weed 1 fucked me up. I felt like a normal person for 5 minutes. Never want to do that again.
That sounds terrible. Well, I do want to say thank you both for taking the time to be on the show. I know that you're going through a lot right now trying to be your regular selves, and it's not working out for you. But since we are doing a talk show, late night talk show, I figured maybe I could ask y'all some questions that relate to your world, my world, and maybe along the way somehow we can get some Weed 2 or something going for y'all. So first off, let's do this. We'll do a round robin with Smoinkler and then Roger. I just want to know, what is the best like munchie foods in the world of Weed 2? Because I know munchies are such a big deal for me. I can't imagine what y'all have in Weed 2 world.
Personally, I've been pretty big on, fried fish with donut toppings. So we're talking like filet of cod, deep fried, but in like Oreo crusts. And then you hit it with like, the hollandaise.
Amazing. This is extremely very different. I've never heard of such a creation before. Roger, do you have any favorite munchies that you go to in the world of weed too?
Yeah. I like the sparkly prunes. You take a handful of prunes, throw them into the air fryer, and then put it in there for about 15 minutes, and then put some sugar on the top and with some honey.
Wow.
Oh my God, that sounds so good. What
All
the
right,
hell?
we're gonna talk to the catering, the craft services backstage, and work on that for y'all before the show's over. We got to get y'all some sustenance.
Prunes.
Yeah, you make sure to do that, Neil. You make sure to do that.
The munchies in the world of Earth don't really seem to compare. But have you found anything munchies that you've enjoyed during your time here, Smoinkler?
Taco Bell. Definitely Taco
Okay,
Bell.
nice. Wow. Roger.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell for me too.
Okay, all right. Well, this is a relief to me. Honestly, I was afraid there wouldn't be anything that y'all enjoyed at all. But Taco Bell is a great go-to. So I really need to figure out, in hopes of trying to help y'all get back to Weed 2 World, how did y'all end up here in the first place?
Some blue Smurf-looking asshole came up to us and tried to plug us with some crazy crap. I'd never even seen anything like it before. It looked like black holes and shit. So, of course, we gotta smash it. We gotta poof it. We gotta boof it and shoof it. Because that's what we're born to do. That's what we're all about.
Amazing. So you're telling me that you choofed some black holes and they teleported you to our world. That's crazy. Roger,
right.
what was it like for you to choof those black holes? How did it feel?
Well, I definitely took one hit off of that invert vomiting a fucking nozzle of the heebie-jeebies. The black hole entities that fuels the darkest nightmares of our existence. And I think my eyes did that thing that happens in Guardians of the Galaxy where his eyes go all colorful and sees the universe.
Wow.
But like in a bad way.
Oh, okay. Damn, I was starting to get excited. I was wondering if maybe y'all had some left over, which it honestly leads me to an important question. I'm wondering, is it possible, I've heard so many great things about weed, and people always say, well, if weed is so good, where is Weed 2? And I was excited to learn that there is Weed 2 thanks to y'all. Is it possible to get Weed 2 on Earth? Can it be found here?
There is only one way to enter the Weed 2 universe. You must smoke weed twice at the same time.
Smoke
That's
weed
how
every
Weed 2 was
day.
invented. That's how it came to existence.
Okay, all right.
Just smoke weed 24/7, and then smoke weed 24 again on those 7 that you already have. So you're
25-8.
Yeah, 25.
So in Weed 2 World, do y'all celebrate 840 then instead of 420 since it's the double weed scenario?
Yep.
840 is like the Weed 2 religious holiday because it's the convergence of the planes of the transcendence of the grand boofing. It's a very special time.
Christians have their big holidays, and we have our big holidays.
That's right.
Well, I know
We meet in
there's
our
a lot
minds.
of people I've learned about through this page. I'm guessing maybe they must have been watching you guys through some kind of interdimensional device, but there's a meme page called Weed 2 where apparently a lot of people that really love weed have been, making memes and, they've been following your journey. And that's how I found out about the page, is because I saw y'all getting transported through the choof boofing scenario. And then next thing I know, y'all were digging through dumpsters and stuff like that. Knowing that you have all these people watching right now, just wondering how you're doing, would you have any words for the followers of Weed 2?
I don't know how we're going to get out of this one, but please help us. By Bob Marley's ghost, we must persevere. We must come back to the world that we're from. Every moment is a living hell without Weed 2. Let me tell you.
Where are you, Space Keanu? I want you to reach out your hand and pull me out of this mess, like in that computer game, The Cyberpunk Man, where he reaches down and tries to pull you out of the mess. I feel like I'm in the mess.
That's my favorite scene in Star Wars. I watched it again and again while choofing boofs. with Loof Bookwalker.
Well, y'all have heard it here, guys. You got to go start a GoFundMe or something for Smoinkler and Roger Dabbit. We're very concerned that they get back to Weed 2 World very soon, because if they don't, they may just expire. Like, they may just lose. You know what? I just thought of something, though. I was just remembering, I think Tommy Chong has something called infused breath strips that have, the...
He sure
I was wondering
does.
maybe if I could get some of those for you guys. Have you heard of these before? Have you ever seen them or heard of them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My boy Tommy hooked me up back in Christmas. He gave us so many of those.
Okay, this is for Samoin Keller. Samoin Keller. Book by Pineapple Dog. So Samoin is a stoner hedgehog mascot. This is the first for me. So Merry Christmas, Samoin Keller. And all weed to fans. I hope you all smoke a Santa-sized bag of weed and eat all the cookies. And make sure those cookies are medicated. Or try some Tommy Chong strips. They're the best. They're like breast strips. You peel them and then you put them on your tongue and they melt, and then you eat everything you can see, everything inside. But I've never really said hi to a stoner hedgehog mascot before, so Simone Killer, Merry Christmas, dude.
Wait a minute. What if we maybe ate a whole bunch of those? I know they sell them in California or some crappy place like
I
that.
think that would be a great. I got some right here. Maybe we can all just dig in a little bit. And how many would you
Oh,
recommend?
fantastic.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I don't know. It looks like 20, 30, 40, something like that. Should I just take them all?
You're gonna
Well,
want to take.
obviously, just take one for yourself, and you can split the
I'm
rest
going to send
between
those
us.
over to you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
And you.
Tommy Chong's.
All right. Well, I'm going to have
Breast
just this one, and I'm going to let y'all finish all the rest. So.
Fantastic. Oh, my God. Thank you, Neil. You are a saint, a sinner, a gentleman, a scholar, a school bus driver, and some other good things. Jesus Christ, that's who you are. Lord
I'll
and
take you.
Savior.
He's the king of 840.
840, baby, you're invited. You're coming this time. Oh, yeah, Neil. Let's do it. 840, baby. You know you want to.
This is looking
Yeah.
good. I can see your energy is renewed. How are you guys feeling? Is anything happening for you? Are you feeling like you might be getting back to your old selves now?
Oh, yeah. All my bullshit is turning into mind muscles. I can see through the veil, clear the way to God's asshole. Please. Oh, yeah. This is a good ride. How about you, Roger?
We're doing it. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make Smoink Wars.
There's no
Weed
place
Dog.
like, we
Wow, it
do.
looks like I think you guys are starting to evaporate or disappear or something. I think that these breath strips might have been just what you needed.
Thank you, Tommy Chong.
We couldn't have done it out without you, Neil. We'll never forget you. We'll never forget
I'll
you,
never
Nelson.
forget y'all either. How could I? I mean, this has been one of the strangest things I've ever experienced. Well, hey, that was amazing. From the Weed 2 world, Smoinkler and Roger Dabbit, you guys. I never have had, extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional people on the show, so that was crazy. Why don't y'all stick around? We're going to do a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with the homie Flipp Wiggins.
In a world where they say you don't want no smoke, huh? Well, I want all the smoke, partner. From the makers of Raw Classic comes Raw, quarter-inch thick cut. Each thick cut paper is made from 100% raw bacon, ready to be rolled and smoked. Taste the real bacon flavor in every drag. We pride ourselves on giving you the finest real smoked bacon papers. Our bacon papers are 100% ethically sourced
from the North American Razorback Hog. Each paper is designed to provide you with that extra slow burn and premium bacon flavor. Just roll up your favorite smoke, and you got yourself a hog leg situation there, partner. Raw thick cut bacon. Welcome to the smokehouse.
Test one.
Hey,
Whoa.
can I borrow some cash to get some Chill Neil merch?
No, I'm not gonna give you money to spend on Neil's gift shop. Then it's just gonna go right back to me to pay rent. Plus, I'm pretty sure you still owe me money.
Look, I'm only doing this because I owe the big man. But you can get all kinds of great stuff on the new Late Night with Chill Neil gift shop. They got shirts, they got stickers, you can even get me. Now look, buddy, you better do it, because this'll be the only time I let you handle me that way.
To order gifts from Late Night with Chill Neil, call 720-893-0166, or check our money orders at 12.98 to the Late Night with Chill Neil, P.O. Box 42069, Apartment J, Oklahoma City, or latenightwithchillneil.com.
What lettuce devilry is this? How did you little spider mites crawl back into this dimension?
Here's a better question. Who in the name of Bob Marley's ghost are you?
Here's an even better question. Never mind, I forgot.
I'm Ronnie Zong, harsher of vibes and spiller of bongs, and your ass is hash, and it's time to toke butts. Doink sword!
You think the dankness is your ally? You merely adopted the dank. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't choof the truth booth until I was a big dog hog, and by then it was nothing to me but, the fucking, Oh, let me gnaw on his kneecap, Smoinkler. No, I got this. This is how it's gonna go down.
You'll never get away with this, you little dweebuses. I'll come back and break your bongs and smash your dongs. But...
Sorry, man.
So, Taco Bell or?
Oh yeah, definitely Taco Bell.
Wow, what a night. That was crazy. Weed too, y'all. I can't even believe it. But now I'm very excited to welcome our next guest, a big homie of mine, Flipp Wiggins. Welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight, Flipp?
What's going on, man? I'm good. Chilling.
Nice. Well, thanks for being here. If people don't know, Flipp is a huge contributor to the show in many ways. He helped with all the way back to What's Up, Maine through Chill Neil and Friends 1 and 2. In fact, he even voiced some of the characters, but I'm going to keep that a mystery. I don't want to reveal too much, you know.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so right off the bat, I always got some important, like, groundbreaking research I have to do, and I just want to know, like, when it comes to, like, breakfast and or brunch, what is the go-to order for you? Like, if you're hitting the breakfast spot, what's it going to be?
This is a tough question, man. It's
okay.
I feel like that's such an expansive group of foods, you know what I mean?
All right, let's narrow it down. Let's say if you hit the late night diner spot, maybe it's like 2-3 a.m. What would your go-to be in that situation?
Oh, well, breakfast foods, you know what I mean? So I guess like, yeah, I mean, the classic pancake and sausage patties and like, you know, the kind of the whole spread of breakfast.
Pancakes.
Really, yeah, dude. If you're going late night at a diner, that's the best time to have breakfast. Really, it's
young sausage blanket.
Far better than having breakfast, in the morning at a diner. That's for sure.
I feel you. I feel you. Okay, well, so like a different beast is like if you hit the brunch spot, right? And you woke up late, you go there, it's like 11, 12, you're about to get brunch. Would it be the same type of meal or would it be a more bougie, decadent experience?
Yeah, no, brunch is a little more like bougie. Yeah, I guess. It's a different set of foods, really. So
Yeah,
like I think I'd do eggs Benedict is a good go-to for brunch.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I've gone to some
I feel,
epic brunches, man. Brunches are those kind of things that like when they pop off, they're like, wow, that was a
yeah.
serious brunch. You're drunk at like 2:30 in the afternoon. You're like, what the hell did I just do? Like,
What is the breakfast go-to drink for you? Is it mimosas? Is it Bloody Marys? Is it whiskey? I don't know.
I usually get a Bloody Mary and then proceed to drink far too many mimosas. You know what I mean? That's
I
usually
love
how it
mimosas,
goes for
man.
me. Like,
I always get diarrhea. I mean, drinking them bottomless mimosas always end up being a diarrhea episode for me, but I
what?
still
Are
drink
you
them. I
for
can't.
real?
Yeah, that's what I always say is I feel like having diarrhea today. I'm gonna drink bottomless mimosas. Like I think it's the orange juice, not even the cheap ass champagne, man.
Yeah,
Orange.
I mean, I've never encountered that before, but damn, that's rough, dog. Like, cause
Okay.
I don't know, orange juice is a
Hopefully, I'm not
staple.
alone. Anybody else in the chat, let me know if y'all deal with that. Okay, so I don't want to, I don't want to be too goofy for too long, but I
Okay.
do want to. I just want to follow up that question with when it comes to breakfast, eggs, whatever. What is your hot sauce?
Oh, I'm a Cholula dude.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yes,
I eat a lot of hot sauces, so I have a bunch of like kind of more single batch type shit in my fridge too. But
damn,
definitely Cholula is just like the big. I get the big bottles, you know what I mean, and have that
yes,
like yeah. So that's just the regular Cholula. I think that shit is delicious. Now
man. I went to the grocery store today. They were sold out of Cholula, literally like none.
yeah,
It was a bad situation. Sorry, keep going.
that's well. There's a flavor, but I think I usually only find it in the smaller bottles. It's like a garlic something. That shit
Yeah.
is fire too.
Oh damn.
It's a Cholula flavor. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Well, see, I did see that today because they didn't have any of the original, and I wasn't being
Oh,
adventurous. I just wanted the original, but they had the
oh,
chipotle style, the green chili style, and then I saw that garlic shit too.
yo, that garlic shit is
Mm.
fire. In
I'm gonna
fact,
go back.
that's one of those things like I'll go through the bottle a little bit too fast, you know? Like, damn, like I gotta go back. I'm the same way with the green Tabasco. I love that shit.
Okay. Okay. Green Tabasco. That's good to know. Everybody, mark y'all calendar or whatever your to-do list, whatever you want to call it, shopping list. I don't know. But make sure y'all got this is important information here. So let's pivot a little bit. So you and I, we got to know each other through the music industry, and I know you have like a very long and rich history in the music world. But you kind of just, you know, you've also pivoted. Like Flipp Wiggins is new on the scene, so now that you have this
Yeah.
new, I feel like almost like you're in like a shadow way, right? Like you're coming back with all your skills and abilities, but people don't know
Well,
about Flipp Wiggins yet.
I think I did change my performing name for a couple of reasons, but the biggest is what everybody does it for is kind of like I just wanted to like separate myself a little bit from my previous music, like music that I put out up until recently,
Yeah.
because I feel like there's a fairly big difference and um I just think that it's kind of like two separate artists, you know what I mean? I released music when I was younger and I probably wouldn't release that music now. So, it's not like I'm not proud of that music. It's just not, it's not
It's an
me anymore.
evolution. This is a
Yeah,
Pokemon
exactly.
evolution is what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's basically just me being like, all right, listen to this. I want you now as the listener to kind of hear this without first having the context of my previous, endeavors in music. So
Well,
that's all.
everybody, make sure we do have Flipp Wiggins' Instagram tag up there, which you got to make sure you go check out some of the videos he's putting out because I know you got a new toy, right? I'm not much of a gearhead, but I
Yeah.
noticed that you really been focusing on this new Is it a APC, MPC? What is the beat
So
making?
most of the videos I have up there are of this SP404, which is it's a Roland product, but it's like it's from a fairly long line, I think starting in the early 80s, of samplers. There were like these little boxes. Maybe not. I don't quote me on that. I don't know when the hell they started. I think the first one was the 202, and that it was real limited. You know, have very short sampling time, and it's just kind of, they're known for being kind of what you would call like a dirt box. Some people call them. You know, they're just very like lo-fi, simple, and you kind of use them for what they do. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. You're focusing on that style of, it's almost like performance based, but not really. I mean, but it is.
Yes, and so when I was getting into the machine itself, that actually also led me into like a small but very active community on Instagram of people that are kind of in this lo-fi genre or around the edges of it, or maybe boom bap. I mean, it kind of all borders on the, like, you know, a little bit outdated hip hop, you know, but like a lot of the people that use these machines like make videos like these where they're using the effector. That's kind of like there's kind of like a stutter effect you can do, and other thing, you know, one of the things that particular sampler is famous for is it has just really good quality effects for kind of a otherwise kind of very limited thing, but the effects are just amazing. So you just play around with the effects and you know, make kind of cool little compositions. So a lot of my videos are really short, but I just thought it was a cool way to interact with social media. Like,
well, not only that, you're interacting with some of the media you're consuming, right? I mean, I know you've been kind of teasing me with this project that you're working on. Maybe we should come back to this, but you know what? In fact, let's come back to this because I want to ask you some important questions about cartoons and animation and stuff like that. And that way we can circle back to this because it'll make sense. But I just want to know, I know I was calling it out in the intro that you're like a cartoon connoisseur, which is something I learned about you and I can relate to because I grew up in the era where like Toonami, Adult Swim had that whole thing going on with it. And then even with Nickelodeon before that. But, you know, before I ask for your recommendations, I'd like to know, what do you have on rotation at this time as far as like cartoons, animation, anime? What have you been watching lately?
All right, so I have to kind of get something out of the way. I am really not a fan of anime, and it's not okay. It's a preference thing, but it's also kind of just like I'm putting that out there, and that like I don't have any kind of real knowledge of that stuff.
That's okay. We got so much more in the world of animation, though.
No, I know. It's just kind of one of those things. I think I was talking about this earlier, actually. I think because my interests run parallel with a lot of people who are really into anime, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of people just really assume like I know a lot about anime, and it's just
okay.
Not, you know? But
that's fair.
So
I don't know about anime either. I've been trying to pick people's brains on how to get into it, but sorry, I digress.
I mean, I can recommend some anime even like.
Oh wow!
So there's a series called Fooly Cooly, which I really think is great, and it's in fact the thing that's great about it is it's poking fun at anime kind of from within the format, which I think is one of the coolest things you could do. You know what I mean? Like being meta to me is always, it gives me that, you know, and in art, it gives me that moment of being like, oh shit. I just love little references, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, yeah, Fooly Cooly. I will definitely recommend that. Really good series. And it's like a limited series. So it's not like something you have to watch 100 seasons of. I think there's maybe only, I don't know, 3 or 4.
Thank God. That's one of the biggest barriers for me on anime is I hear about like One Piece and stuff like that has like 1,000 episodes. I'm like, I'll never be able to watch that. But like for real though, like as far as your favorites go, you know, I'd love to know like just a hit list of stuff that's your favorite. But I was curious if you did have anything on rotation right now. Maybe it's like what they call comfort TV or whatever, you know.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, so Bob's Burgers is always on rotation for me.
Okay.
And like the other heavy hitters, like I still love The Simpsons, and I watch The Family Guy avidly.
Damn.
Basically, if it's animated and if it's like considered adult animation, I'm probably watching it.
It's
like
already on deck.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean everything that's currently being put out is pretty much in my rotation, man. Like,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as far as that, for me, the area that, I grew up on cartoons, the era that really, like, I don't know if indoctrinated is the right word, but the era that I got, like, really to know cartoons and some of the ones that made me always love, like Looney Tunes. I mean, it's unbeatable.
Oh.
All the Hanna-Barbera stuff. I mean,
I haven't even really gotten deep enough into the Hanna-Barbera stuff. I think that's the kind of the thing that I just watched on TV and kind of scratched the surface of. And honestly, it's nice to have things like that because that's like a huge reserve of stuff that I could just go, if I'm ever like, man, I don't have anything to watch, and be like, I can find some Hanna-Barbera stuff to watch,
Well, I feel like that's what Cartoon Networks, kind of started as. It was literally like this kind of rerun network of that shit. But then it spun off this whole new era of,
oh man,
a whole 90s, 2000 era of just amazing cartoon stuff like
so many good cartoons.
Dexter's Laboratory and
yes,
Powerpuff Girls. And I mean, many, I can't even boil it down. But I would did you have that same experience with that?
Definitely. I don't think, I didn't really come into like loving cartoons the way I do now until I was older. I think when I was younger, I consumed them, but just kind of in the same way every kid does. You know what I mean? Like
just in passing, they were just there.
Well, they were a lot of what I watched, but I think that was because the content that I was interested in was mostly cartoons. Like I remember loving Batman, dude. Batman was the and I'm talking about the animated series in like the 90s, and I don't know how long that lasted, to be honest with you. But
it was the mid 90s when the Batman animated series was going so hard. I mean, there was probably I feel like 2 seasons that were just like legendary, like
I can remember watching that show and thinking to myself, like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, I wish I was Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I think out of all the Batman things, like that one made me want to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it made a huge impression on me too. I mean, I think it's Tim. Shit, I can't remember. I'm gonna stop now because I'm gonna say something wrong. I was about to say Tim Gunn, which is that director, but the artist behind that series has such an iconic style. The way all the character designs are. It's
and
Tim.
that was what
maybe
made
in the
it.
Chat they can help me out. Anybody in the chat, correct me. Go ahead.
That was what made it. That was like the look of it was what gave you that feeling. Like, oh man, so it was so like noir, had that.
Yes.
And they clearly made it so there was like a futuristic 50s, which I thought was such a cool idea to like, you know what I mean? Because that Batman had never been really set in that particular universe before, It had always been at a particular point in time. If you were reading the comics at the time, it was really, they were drawn like 90s Chicago meets New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
In that show, my bad. In that show, they really
He's still here with us.
I just whacked my
It's all good. Well, I'm glad that we had the mannequin like set on extra stability mode tonight. But no, I agree with you, man. I feel like honestly, I want to give some credit to what's his name? What's the guy's name? God damn, I can't think of anybody's names like normal. But the first Batman movies, I feel like they tried to channel that very like.
Oh, Michael Keaton?
Well, Michael Keaton is probably the best Batman. The director, though.
That's what you were trying to think of. Tim
What's
Burton?
his name? Tim Burton. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like those movies, as well as the 90s to 2000 ones, are getting a little bit of more I feel like the original ones actually were pretty amazing because of what the style that they brought. They brought that same kind of aesthetic to the whole thing. And yeah, Michael Keaton, man, you can't beat Michael Keaton. I mean, he was the best Batman for me. I'm just gonna say it now. No better Batman.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel you, Michael Keaton.
Except for the voice on the '90s, the animated series Batman, like the voice.
Oh shit! And that guy did Batman in a lot of things for a long time, like
decades.
Yeah, and anything that it was like in his that they had to have a voice actor for Batman. This guy was like, I don't know, maybe it was like in his contract or something. Like he was the one they had to call. That would be kind of epic, you know.
I think he's just probably unbeatable. He has such that, like, if you see him, and once again, I think I'm just gonna subtitle this episode. I don't know dude's name. It's gonna be the subtitle. I'm friends with him on Facebook from my comic book days, and he is just he actually did a live action version of Batman. He starred in the CW shows, like they did the crazy Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover recently. And they got the voice actor from the 90s Batman to come act as the old Batman. You know what I'm saying? From did you ever watch Batman Beyond? And they had old Bruce Wayne. Yeah, they got the voice actor to come play. And I never even watched it. I don't even know if it was good. I just thought that was cool as hell that they would make that connection. Like you were talking about with the meta, the references.
Yeah.
Well, them CW shows, man, they take a certain... you know what I'm saying? It's an acquired taste. It's real like 20 episodes with a lot of filler every season.
Yeah, and they're very, you know what it is for me? They're always very like focused on like interpersonal relationships. It feels like they make every show into a soap opera, no matter what it's about. You know?
Yeah, it's like, that young adult coming to age. Maybe not even coming to age, but like just having interpersonal relationships for real. That's really what's going on. Like I'm a superhero, but I got to work some shit out with my dad or my girlfriend. Or
I know.
My brother.
My home life is killing me, you know.
I guess that's more interesting. You got to have the human element, I suppose. Well, hey, I do appreciate you taking the time to just do some nostalgic things, the cartoons and the Batman, but I only wanted to go into that world because I thought it would be a nice setup for your project that you've been telling me about, where you're watching Bob's Burgers and you got the rolling set up and you're trying to you're getting this loop going between consuming and creating. Tell me about Bob's Burgers and these beats you're working on.
Oh, yeah, man. So, I don't know, sometime a few months ago, I just kind of had an epiphany. I think I've only recently really been honest with myself about like my real like deep love for cartoons, you know? So I think I was finally just like really trying to get in my head, like how can I, try and work towards being creative in these two mediums. And I really have no real connections to creating cartoons in any way. I know you've done some of that, so I was always kind of like looking over your shoulder on that aspect. I was always just like, that's kind of cool, man. I like that you're doing that. But anyway, so I just figured this was like a really good way for me to do it. Basically, I genuinely love Bob's Burgers on kind of a existential level, dude, in a very deep way. And I think it's a much deeper show than it kind of lets on. And I think that's part of it, you know what I mean? So I'm a real big fan. And I found myself wanting to find ways to be like a bigger fan. And like I don't have traditional forms of like fan art. Like a lot of people will make in doing this project, I saw other people that have done similar things. And actually, interesting enough, Lauren Bouchard, who's the creator of the show, has been really open to like collaborating with these people who have previously been kind of submitting and or just putting out into the world fan art. And so the other two people who I saw that kind of inspired me to do this were, there was a kid that started a food blog about cooking the burgers of the days from the episode.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so which if you know, some of those burgers are pretty off the wall, you know what I mean? And this kid was out here trying to figure out how to actually cook them. And so the creator of the show saw that, decided to do a cookbook with them, which I bought, which is great. I've been working through the burgers. Yeah. And so that was a good one. And then another one was a guy just put together his own crossover episode of Archer and Bob's Burgers. Of H. John Benjamin obviously does both the voices. So he animated Archer characters in the Bob's Burgers style and cut together an episode from dialogue from other episodes. And again, the creators saw that guy, saw the potential, hired him as a writer, and I think last season or this season he's directed a couple episodes.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so it was just kind of one of those things, like as I was like getting more into the idea, I was just getting more and more positive encouragement. So what I decided to do was like I knew I was getting this toy. I had kind of told my mom that's what I wanted to get. I think it was for Christmas I think it was for Christmas. And
I hope so. That's when you need to get it, the new toy.
I take it back. It was for my birthday, which is in February, so it wasn't that long ago, actually.
Okay, you might have combined the Christmas with the birthday, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't.
You got to get the maximum, mom donation.
Exactly,
That's how you do it. You're like, Mom, I know it's about to be Christmas, but my birthday's coming up. Maybe I can get this rolling.
I feel bad now because geez, I'm so old now. I was like, I'll split it with you. She's like, no, I'll get it for you.
I love that.
But yeah. Anyways, so she got me. I knew I was getting this sampler, and I knew all it has on it is phono inputs, like 2 RCA inputs. So I was like, perfect. I have a little board that my speakers run off my TV. It's just like a little Mackie board type thing. So I just plugged right into that and just started watching Hulu and watching Bob's Burgers. And I was like, okay, before I got the thing, I had made a list. I think I maybe even showed you this, but
I saw you had like a whole like Winter Soldier diary going on.
Oh yeah, dude. So I had 2 sides. It was all comedy, right? It was animated on one side and it was live action on the other. And I was trying to decide which one I was gonna do, and finally, Bob's Burgers was just so like the easy choice, you know what I mean?
That's amazing. Well, at this point, knowing, so much behind the process, how far along do you see it, and how if you had to guess when you might put it out,
So I'm planning on putting it out real soon. There's obviously, if I tried to sell it, it would be all sorts of copyright issues. But the deal is it's just going to be free. It's just kind of like, and the music is very kind of, I would call it kind of sparse. You know what I mean? But it's just to kind of like, I don't know. I always loved like hip hop albums that had tracks. I'm a big Madlib fan, so I like tracks that have like recorded vocals and whatever. All the samples from this are from Bob's Burgers, and they're all, some of the songs are just kind of like funny clips from Bob's Burgers, and then some of them are thematic. So I use a lot of cues from the show. So if like they're talking about something in the show, I'll make a song about it, or I'll get a bunch of clips and put them together that are all about the same thing, and so that's So it should be done soon. I really plan for it to be short, but I got so much material from Bob's Burgers that I'm kind of like I really need to put more on this. So
is there volume 2 and 3 coming?
I don't know, man. I'm 5 songs deep right now on this one. And they're short, they're short songs, like a minute, 2 minutes. I think maybe the longest one is 3 minutes.
It seems like to me, very digestible for the Instagram. Maybe you should get it on TikTok too. I think that's what people have, 60-second attention span is not a bad thing. You just play to that, I guess.
So this is why we're friends. I was basically going to defer to you on all this stuff, you know what I mean? 'Cause you're just more versed in it. I jumped on TikTok and I just felt very overwhelmed. I think Instagram is a good speed for me because it's kind of like I only see things I really want to see. I don't feel bad not following you because I don't want to see boring pictures of your baby and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, no, people get less offended. You know, it's not, they're not like, wait, you don't want to see my pictures? You know, so like,
Absolutely. Well, speaking of which, I want to make sure everybody go check out Flipp Wiggins on Instagram because he got a new thing going. A lot of what we've been talking about, I was sampling it earlier today, this week, in fact, and it's really nice and enjoyable. So make sure you go follow Flipp over there on Instagram. He's got it coming out very soon, he said. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Before we wrap this up, I do want to plug next week. We got the meme homies from the Illuminati Co. coming back. We've got PF Memes China Bistro, as well as Blumpkin Spice Latte. They're gonna be deep. The Blumpkin Spice Latte is 4 people that work on that page, so we're gonna have more people than ever. So make sure y'all get y'all headphones turned down.
yikes.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll get that audio worked out before the show for sure this time. But hey, Flipp, I want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for the show, but thank you for taking the time tonight to be on the show. It's such a pleasure, man.
Hey, thanks, big dog.
Absolutely. Well, hey, y'all, we are not done yet. We got more material lined up for you. Make sure you don't end the show before it's totally over. Don't flip away. But we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with our special musical guest, Chi O'Neill.
And that was Hash Greenberg with the... Hi, my name is Shu Brodelli, and this is my public access television show. This is The Cinema with Shu Brodelli. And the reason I call it that is because I've always heard the phrase, my life's a movie, and I think that's a little self-centered, because life is just one big movie and we're all playing a small part. I'm not really sure what to say about the show. It's going to be things I see and places I travel and things I find interesting, and I hope you stay along for the ride. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the show. 'Cause this is the cinema with Shu Brodelli. Come on down to Weed Lake. The water's nice.
This commercial is officially endorsed by the Tourism Council for Weed Lake.
Test 1, 2. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for staying tuned for the whole show so far. I love y'all. It's been a great show. Thank you to Weed 2, Smoinkler, Roger Dabbit, Pineapple Dog. I'm so glad y'all made it home. We're going to try to make a little tune in honor of Weed 2 and Flipp Wiggins. Thank you, Flipp, for being on the show. He's somebody I look up to and admire. I love his beats. He's got great taste in music and production and all that. So we're just going to play around. I don't know about that last note. Let's fix that. There we go. I think we're going to need a beat, a real beat. That's just a hi-hat. Okay. Let's get some bass. Where's my bass? get my favorite sound out now. Okay. I don't like that last chord. Alright, let's get some auto-tune vocals going up in here. I think we're like a C minor tonight. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Ooh, yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. Alright. Y'all been smoking on weed too? Be careful now, you gotta double it up. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. Yeah, you know you saw me smoking on that weed too. Smoking on that weed too. That's what it feels like right there. Smoke on weed too. Do not smoke weed zero. Alright, everybody, it's been a great time to spend another late night with Chill Neil. It's been really great to spend another late night with Chill Neil with y'all tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope that y'all will take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the Ko-Fi, Patreon, and make sure you stay tuned. We're not totally done yet, but like as I always like to say, when the show's over, you know, make sure you tune in next week. It's been a privilege and an honor, and I love y'all very much. Love to do this, but that's our show for tonight. Whew, damn. Wow, what a show, man. That was crazy.
Rappity rap, yo, hey, Neil. Hey, what's good, man?
Oh, damn. Toothbrush? Is that you? Man, you look so happy. I've never seen you with like such a glow before.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm here.
Are we getting the band back together?
Nah, no, Neil, calm down. I didn't mean to get your hopes up.
Oh man, come on, not you too, Toothbrush.
That's right, Neil. That's right. I'm out the game. You know, I just feel like it's time for me to settle down.
I can't believe it. First Phil, now you too, Toothbrush?
Don't be like that, fool. I met a lovely lady. I'll introduce you. Here's my fiance. She goes by Water Flosser.
Hey, Neil. Nice to finally meet you.
Oh, hey there, Water Flosser. Nice to meet you as well.
I've heard so much about you. Oh, you can just call me Flo.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, Flo. Well, I'm flattered. I didn't think that the Toothbrush really liked me all that much after the way Lil Neil's juice box ended.
Yeah, look, hey, man, you kind of did us dirty on that one. The place was vacant for a few months, and then they kicked us out and cut all our benefits, man. So, you know, I was out cold, but, you know, if it weren't for that, I wouldn't have met the love of my life.
Well, hey, I'm glad to hear that it's all water under the bridge. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I always intended to come back for another episode of Lil Neil's Juice Box, so, you know, I appreciate you not holding that against me and all.
When I met Toothbrush, he was looking rough. He'd been used to clean floors and boots for a few months. I was down on my luck as well, battery all run out, empty of water for months myself. But we picked each other up and made the most of it.
All right, we got to scoot, man. I'm ready to start our lives together. We're going to Vegas tonight. We're going low.
Oh my God! That's amazing! Congrats, you two. I'm so excited for y'all.
Thanks, Neil.
Yeah, thanks, Neil. I just figured I'd settle up with you before I fell off the grid, you know?
Damn. Wow. I guess I won't be seeing much of y'all again for a while, huh?
Ta-ta for now, Neil. Take care of those teeth and gums for us.
Okay, I'll do my best. Y'all take care of each other now, okay?
All right, man. Word up. Toodles.
You've completed the Week 2 episode of Late Night with Chill Neil. You've received a badge of accomplishment. Receive the Croinky Poinky Choof badge. Keep watching Chill Neil.